one thing a Saiyan always keeps, his pride!
What's up, you guys? My name is Dragon OZ, and I am back for the Kings Podcast, episode 5.2 or 5.5 or 5 point whatever. It's the extension of episode 5.5. I don't know what to title it, but I'll figure something out. Anyways, I am back with episode 5 point whatever, talking about, once again, but not so much, the SH Figuarts Broly. The armored Broly that we're going to be receiving in, I think, September or November or, I don't know, October. It's coming soon. It's right around the corner. Summer is going to be done with and done, bamboozled, way faster than you or I could even say the word Super Saiyan. 5 times fast. Anyways, the reason why I'm talking about this figure again, and I chose this figure for this specific kind of episode of a podcast, was mainly because I feel that this is not really a big subject, and that's the main reason why it's like a 5.2 episode. You know, like it's not really a full episode 6. Episode 6, I'll feature a guest where we talk about something, maybe Dragon Ball Z Kakarot, that new game that looks fucking raw, looks so amazing, oh my gosh. But anyways, here we are. And I'm basically going to address a few of the complaints that I saw online. And I know, oh yeah, well, DNZ, complaints. I mean, that's what I choose to talk about. So that's what I'm going to fucking talk about. Anyways, a few days ago, we got some images of the SH Figuarts armored Broly with his Super Saiyan head, like actually in hand thing, like with actual camera, and it looks badass to me, but apparently not so much for some people, and that's why this episode name is called A Bunch of Banana Bullshit, because just a lot of people are just beginning to sour on this figure even before we even like have it to be released. I mean, like, yeah, we've seen a lot of it, and yeah, it's okay to judge, but still, we haven't seen a lot of this figure. But anyways, some of the complaints, I posted a picture of this Broly on my Instagram. My @ is the King DNZ, by the way, if you're not following. I posted a picture on my Instagram, and I got a comment saying, wow, this Broly isn't that great, or something along the lines of, and I said, well, the caption was, oh my god, this Broly looks amazing. And then I got a comment saying, not really, ... I'm going to keep his identity a secret, you know, but if you know him, you're like, well, whatever, I don't really care. And then I reply, how so? And then he says, well, just try to imagine him with the skin tone from the prototype pics in here. It's all because of lighting, and don't even get me started on the base head. Now, I'm not going to go into the base head discussion in here because I already went into a deeper discussion in my other podcast episode, and you guys can watch that. There'll be annotation at the end. No, there won't. There'll be a link in the description. But, yeah. Anyways, not going to go over that. What I'm going to go over is the skin tone. And, yeah. So, basically, he's saying that the skin tone does not really match the skin tone that we saw of the Broly. And yeah, he essentially gave the reason himself. He said that it may be because of lighting, and it is because of lighting. The lighting that they use at these events, like these tours, are very bright, and it can make the figure look a little weird sometimes, as did the Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan Vegeta, specifically with the Super Saiyan God head that I talked about in my last episode, where a picture, it can make all the difference. Like you don't really know like what a figure actually looks like until you actually either A, have it in hand yourself, or B, you see a good quality photo of someone else having it in hand. Now this picture that I'm showing in a little like the thumbnail view of the podcast, you know, like if you're watching it on YouTube, whatever, and you see like the King setup or whatever, that Broly cutout is from the actual picture, so you can see the lighting is very bright on it. And to be honest, if this is the actual skin tone of the figure and it's not just the lighting, even though it clearly is, I wouldn't really mind all that much because while it is a little bit pale and it's a lot paler than the images that we saw in the initial release images that we got like a month or two ago, it still looks pretty good because, again, while the base skin tone is a little bit pale, you can see that it has a ton of shading, which a lot of you seem to love and seem to complain about the most on these figures, especially with the fucking Super Boo. Like, oh my god, no shading. Well, now we're getting an ass load of shading on a figure that is clearly pale, but we're getting a fuck ton of shading, which makes it look really fucking good. I think it looks really good. So to be honest, could the skin tone be a little bit darker? Yes, it could. But also you gotta take into effect that this is clearly the lighting doing some, if not all of the main work in this, and you can see the lighting is very bright. So that is a main kind of a factor. And I'm not gonna go on for too long about the skin tone because there's one other thing, and that's the title of this: a bunch of banana bullshit. Now, there was an Instagram story post that I saw from a different guy, and it said his hair looks like bananas in here, and I said, dude, this hair, like, it's supposed to look like bananas. I mean, like, I don't know, like, what else you expected, like, bananas. I mean, like, I guess you can make a solid comparison between the Figuarts hair and bananas, because that's what Super Saiyan hair is. It's basically, like a bunch of basically fine-tuned bananas. It would be like if you take a banana, right, like a fat banana, and you said, hey there, banana, you need to fucking lose some goddamn weight and start working out. All right, because you're fucking 36 years old, and you need to stop letting yourself the fuck go, and I'm gonna get you on a training regimen. I'm gonna make you run every day, and I'm gonna take you to the fucking gym, you know, and this is what this hair looks like. It looks like if you took a banana in his mid-30s and took it to the fucking gym, made it work out, and he's all fine-toned and sharp, and all the ladies want him, all the apples want him now, all the apples want that big old banana. Pun intended? Not intended? I don't know, but you get the comparison. Anyways, his hair, it does look similar to a bunch of banana bullshit, but at the same time, the hair looks really fucking good. Like, if you go on my Instagram, @TheKingDNZ, and you see the picture, even if you look at the picture in the thumbnail of this video right now, you can see that the hair looks really fucking good, and you can see that it has a lot of shading. Well, not too much, but a lot of shading. And again, even if the shading isn't that noticeable in this one picture, it's the lighting that actually makes all the difference. Because I guarantee you that if you turn down the brightness on your phone, or if you turn down the brightness from the picture, or if you get a picture of this figure in hand, you will see that the actual skin tone is going to be a smidge darker than it is here, especially with all the shading. It's going to have a lot of shading regardless of how harsh the lighting is in this picture. And also the hair will look a lot better. So the face looks really good, and the hair looks really good. The arm looks really... It's like, come the fuck on, people. We are literally getting an armored Broly, which is my favorite look of the Broly in that film. He has the armored Broly figure. It looks like a fucking badass figure. His skin tone has shading. A lot of it, actually, and it's very noticeable. The pants have a lot less shading, but still a little bit of shading. His feet are good. His hair looks decent with shading and line work in there. And his skin tone has a lot of shading, and the face sculpts are amazing. Some of the best I've ever seen out of this line, and yet you still have something to fucking complain about. Why? I don't understand why you would do that. You see that this figure looks amazing, and then you still want to bitch and complain about the fact that we're getting a base form head with no extra faces? Would you rather not have the base form head? I can guarantee your fucking answer is going to be no. No, I wouldn't rather not have the base form head. But clearly you want more faces. This motherfucker wasn't even in his base form for all that long, and when he was, yeah, he was, but the main forms of the movie are the legendary Super Saiyan form and the Super Saiyan form and the eyes with the yellow and the Super Saiyan 4-esque type false Super Saiyan form, and those are the main forms. And you telling me, you're sitting there trying to tell me that you need to have extra faces with your base form Broly head. Oh my gosh. Oh, Dragonel, I need my extra base form Broly heads because I can guarantee you that when you actually have the figure, most of you motherfuckers, you are not even going to be posing him with that head. The heads you are going to be posing him with is the Golden Eye Rosaru form and the Super Saiyan one. You're not even gonna touch the base form head, and if you're not gonna touch it, if you're gonna sell it, give it away something, well then do that. Don't go online and fucking complain about it. It's just annoying as fuck, dude. Like honestly, like, yeah, the lighting looks a little bright in the picture, but it's like that because it's like a Torrance event. You need all that lighting on the figures. Actually, when you have it in hand, it's gonna be a lot darker. That's not a bad thing because the skin is supposed to be darker like it was in the movie, and that's what some of you fuckers want. So it's not that big of a deal. You can't just judge a figure based off one picture. One fucking picture, dude. You can't just, like, that, it just makes no sense. Now, I can understand why some of you would either complain about the base form head and say that, oh yeah, well, the base form head, it shouldn't really go on this body because he's too buff. Okay, I can understand that because he actually was a little bit skinnier in that base form than he was in this Golden Rosaru Eye form or the Super Saiyan form, or especially the bulked up Hulk Smash Legendary Super Saiyan form. Yes, he clearly was skinnier, and I understand that great. And I actually would have preferred there to be just a separate base form figure. But if there's not, I mean, it's not that big a deal because the arms and the size of him are just okay. I like it, and I can deal with it. I can still make a fucking stop motion out of that. Man, bro, come on, dude. Bro, like, honestly, like, you're not making no goddamn sense here, man. Honestly, like, again, I'm harkening back to what I said in my Vegeta review. Would you rather have to pay for 5 different Broly figures? One with the base form, Ozaru Golden Eyes, Super Saiyan, Legendary Super Saiyan, and the base form with the black shirt and the undershirt and no shirt at all? Would you rather have to pay for 6 different versions of the same fucking character from the same fucking movie in the same fucking shot? And whatever, and spend hundreds of thousands of dollars on those? Or would you rather have it all compacted into one figure but a little less accessories? You know, the accessories are lacking, I guess, but at the same time, the figure looks really good. And in some reviews that I see, I hear the motherfuckers in the review say, like, oh yeah, well, the figure's lacking in accessories, but at least if the shading was good, then I would like it. Well, the shading's good here, motherfucker, and the accessories are lacking, but they're still okay for you to use and pose around. And if you don't want to fucking pose around, if you don't like the fucking figure, well, don't fucking buy it and complain about it. And don't say later, it's growing on me. No, that's bullshit. Anyways, I'm fucking done here. I am done here, guys. I appreciate you guys for listening. If you have been listening, I appreciate you. This has been the King's Podcast, episode 5.2 decimal 52,893. Blood on the dance floor. They don't really care about. I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. Anyway, this has been the King DNZ. Dragon LZ, if you haven't seen my latest video, the Super Saiyan 4 Goku versus full power legendary Super Saiyan Dragon Ball Z Broly, Dragon Ball Super Broly, stop motion. I want you guys to click the link in the description and watch that goddamn video. It's only 3 goddamn minutes, it's only 2 minutes, so I want you guys to go check that shit out. It's really fucking fire. I have over 1K views in it. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate all the attention you guys are bringing it. This has been one of my best stop motions ever, probably my best, but I appreciate you guys so fucking much, and we're almost to 7K. I appreciate you guys really much. And also, if you follow me on Instagram, you will know that every time I hit a 1,000 subscriber milestone, I post a very heartfelt speech on there talking about how grateful I am for you guys. So look out for that when I hit 7K. I appreciate you guys so fucking much. I love all of you. Thank you, haters, likers. I don't care. Y'all bringing me attention. Thank you so much. I love you guys so much, and I appreciate all you do for me. Thank you so much. And it was just been the King DNZ Dragon LC. And I'll see you guys on the next episode of the King's Podcast, episode 6, where I have a special guest of mine. Someone. I don't know yet. See you later.